All right, so you should be in your Word workbook on page 60. We skipped 59, but you're welcome to do it. We're going to talk about these two letters up here, A-W. The A-W comes together, and it says the sound aw, okay? So your mouth is big and open, sort of like when you say the short vowel sound for O, like Oswald, but this is just a little bit bigger, a little bit longer with your mouth open, aw. So we can see in the very first box, oh, poor Alf, he says, aw, shucks. So you got to practice saying what's in the speech balloon with me. Say, aw, shucks. When he says, aw, shucks, he's a little bit disappointed, right? It's kind of like when we say, oh, man. So he's saying, aw. Oh, let me see if I can. Oh, I think my pencil's working. Let's see. So he's saying, aw, shucks. So on this part, excuse me, he's upset or disappointed because his balloon popped, right? It burst open, so it's no longer working. Aw, shucks. So each one of the super kids has a little bit of a disappointing thing happen to them. So we'll read what they say in the speech balloon, and then we're going to read the sentence, and we're going to underline the word that says aw in it. So number 1, Cass says, aw, shucks, because what's happened? Her garbage can has fallen over. So it says, Cass saw, and here's that A-W, Cass saw a big mess. She saw a big mess. So A-W can be found in the word saw. Let's look at number 2. Oh, poor Tick. Oh, shucks. It says Tick needs a straw. So she can't drink her juice box because she didn't have a straw. It's kind of like when you have a Capri Sun. What are you supposed to do with that? Oh, shucks. Now, oh, poor Sal. It's 6:30 in the morning. He must be getting ready to go to school. He says, oh, shucks. So now it says, yawn. Sal is still sleepy. So here's that A-W in the word yawn. Sal is still sleepy. I'm definitely still sleepy at 6:30 in the morning. How about you? Oh, poor little Golly. He says, oh, shucks. Does he really say it? No, he's thinking it. And look at the difference in his speech balloon. His speech balloon has 3 little bubbles instead of the little pointy arrowed sort of part because he's not actually speaking the words. He's thinking the words. So it says, aw, shucks. Golly cut his paw. His paw, that's his little arm there. His paw, his hand. And then in the very last one, there's Coconut. And Coconut is thinking the same thing. Aw, shucks. And it says her claws are stuck. So here's our A-W. Claws. All right, so that's A-W. Let's turn the page. Or maybe yours is slide over, I'm not sure. So now we're going to talk about these same words. Oh, I forgot to open it up the right way. These same words at the top here. So we have our A-W. Make it green so we can see. Our A-W is up here. So let's say these words together, and I want you to underline the A-W in each word. Saw, draw, crawl, awful. Okay, so those are our words. I want you to notice draw starts with a D-R. Drr. It almost sounds a little bit like a J if we say it quickly, but this is a D-R, draw. Okay? So let's read box number 1. The baby likes to, and which word would we choose up here? Saw, draw, crawl, awful. The baby likes to crawl. See? Oh, that was way too high. Let's try that again. C R A W L. The baby likes to crawl. So now you're going to do these other three on your own about Edabetta and Doc and that yucky skunk down there. In the meantime, let's look at our pattern words. Pattern words. So these words end with the AW, aw. So the first word is law, like you're breaking the law. And the second word is saw, like I saw her going down the street. Don't get it confused with the word was. Sometimes our brain is so used to seeing was that we might try to go backwards when we read it. Don't go backwards. This is the word saw. Saw. It begins with an S on this side, okay? Next, I want you to trace this AW inside. Aw. So there's going to be a letter before it and a letter after it. So here the D is before, and we have AW, aw, and then N afterwards. So this word is on, dawn. When we spell dawn like this with an AW, it means in the early morning. Next we have an L, AW, and an N. This one is lawn, like go mow the lawn. The grass is getting too tall. Your lawn is the group of grass in your in front of or behind your house. And the last one has the CR here together, the AW, and then the L. So it's crawl, just like the baby will crawl. The last words to think about this week, for the rest of this week, are our memory words. So we have come and coming. Remember, when we put that ing, we dropped the E to add ing. So we have come with the E on it, and coming, which got rid of the E before you did it, okay? The next word is they, that EY, there's no A in they. It's tricky, you gotta remember. They, our, like this is our place, not like the hour and minute, our place. And the last one is put, that U is gonna make a sound, It doesn't say it's not put. Putt would be the type of golfing you do when it's real short. You go to a putt place. This is put. Those are our words that will be in your backpack pages for this week. And now we're going to go to our last page. Our last page is page 62. And we're going to do number 1 together. But not if I don't open it the right way. We're going to do number 1 together. And then you're going to finish the page on your own, okay? So here we go. We're going to read, and this says, the sun comes up at what time of day? Dawn. Dawn is the type of day, the time of day that the sun rises. Now, this word lawn, I do see a lot of grass here, and that could be considered the lawn, but it doesn't make sense in our sentence. The sun comes up at dawn, so you need to write the word dawn in that blank. A-W-N. Can you tell that my pencil for my iPad was not charged, and I'm using my finger? Everything's worse. I hope it's not too bad. So you're going to finish the rest of this page, okay? This is the word scratches. It's a long word. That SCR comes together. And then the TCH comes together. And then we add ES after a CH ending word, okay? Scratches. And I think everything else we can sound out very nicely. Don't forget that ALL is all, like we are all together. So there's all, and then this week we're talking about aw. Both of them begin with that aw sound. All, aw. And that's everything for Super Kids in the Super Kids Word Workbook. Don't forget to do the backpack pages. One is to read the story, and the second one is just a little spelling practice. Have a great